As always, it's been a while since we did video, but I'm gonna play with a couple big monitors. So it is clearly winter time at Nerd, and these guys are picking up some of the sun. This is a southern facing window, but this is a big dirty T negative right here, and then here's a female that right now at this point should be gravid. She's certainly looking very promising, but she hasn't displayed some of the classic behavior just yet, but she can still be, you know, pretty early on. You know what's funny about her? This is her name is Wretched Sociopath, and that's not because she's a doll. So I raised her like many people would raise water monitors, you know, 10, 15 years ago, where you produce captive-born animals and you fiddle with them as babies, and then you set them up in cages, and then they're allowed to kind of pretty much do what they want, and you keep going into their environment and feeding them and interacting with them, but the animal never really trusts you. So this animal has been she has a history at Nerd. She's rather famous. Yes, we're talking about you. And that's why her name is Wretched Sociopath. And a little while ago, I decided I think it was time to invest a little bit of energy into her and make friends with her. And I'll tell you, this was one bad mamba jamba. Hi, sweetie. So I did what I, do in my videos and what I go on about. And I worked with her. And I established trust. And I just basically gave her a reason to believe that every time I interact with her, I'm not going to do something vile like restrain her or whatever. So I'm just going to have positive interactions. And that's exactly what we did with this animal. And that means when I handle her, I respect the fact that she does have her limitations. Like earlier in my relationship, when I tried to win her over, I basically would start being aware of when I pushed her too far. And that's the key, is to know when you're doing something and what's positive and what's negative. So if if my episode can only be 10 seconds or 15 seconds at first, to get in there, interact with the animal, not upset the animal, and then get out of it. And then you leave that animal with that. So now I can sit with this animal and I can do things, and this response that she's giving me right now is very good. This is she's interested. This is all positive. The tongue flicking, not wincing at everything. See, right now this is really good. But this took time. This probably took me, I don't know, 2 months to get to this point. And so now what I do is I just respect my relationship with her. And once you start winning over and making the big jump where you actually can do this kind of stuff, then everything comes really easy, because they basically open up to you and they show their trust, and then that allows you to do stuff. And I mean, this animal was a monster, and she could bite, and she occasionally still gets a little nervous, and she might tail whip. But I just keep doing the supportive therapy, so to speak. So anyways, so we're just playing with some monitors, but there's an interesting story to her. And now I have a wonderful beast. All right. Wretched Sociopath, say goodbye.